Wait a sec. Isn't something important supposed to happen today? Oh, today's our big day!
I just wish everyone could stay safe and healthy.
Please, sign here.
It's been so long since we've been to the surface. Huh?
What's happening? I'm fine, thanks. But I wonder what that tremor was just now.
Let's go ask the Duke.
Ah, good to see you two. Is there something you wish to see me about?
Yeah, what was with that earthquake just now?
Ah, that. The tremor didn't originate from the seafloor. Over the years of serving as the warden here, I've developed a sense for distinguishing between what occurs on the surface and what occurs underwater.
So the fortress is okay?
If you recall our last incident, if there really were a problem...
Huh, you've got a point. By the way...
I believe today is this month's pipe...
Wait, seriously?
Ah, yes.
Yep. It's you two. Are you leaving now? That's right! Today is our last day in prison. But now that Paimon says that, it doesn't feel like we were confined here. It's actually been pretty nice. Oh yeah, Paimon... Then be sure to come back.
If you've signed the release papers, then you're free to go. The guards will...
You're not going to see us off?
I knew you'd ask. All right, sure.
Well, you actually agreed. No worries, you must be busy. Paimon was just joking.
Ah, so you do have a polite side, I see.
After being down here for so long, I imagine you must feel like you're lacking companionship. Shall I come along too? Yeah, don't worry, we'll come back to see you. Paimon really likes the cafeteria here. The chefs sure do know how to make good...
I hope you won't be here as convicts the next time I see you.
We'll do our best to stay out of trouble. Well, it seems our work in the Fortress of Mirabine is finished. That's the end of another chapter in our... We should probably go report to him now. Next up, the Palais Mermonia. You're going to see Monsieur Nervillette?
I'm sure just your regards will do, no?
I believe it would be the polite thing to do.
You're right. I've heard the Palais has been terribly busy these days. Tell him that...
The Palais Mermonia sure is buzzing with activity today.
Halt! Huh? Oh, it's you two.
Excuse me. Would you mind helping me take a look at this report?
I'll be right there. Sorry, I've got...
Everyone's so busy.
Hello. You've come at the right time, but you'll have to wait for just a moment, as there are some urgent matters I must tend to first. In the meantime, please, have a seat. If you'd like to have something to drink, let the Melusine outside know.
That's all right. We just ate.
Very well, then.
Let's take a break over there while we wait for him to finish his work.
All right. That should wrap things up for now. Whale.
Do you have any idea what that might be?
Judging from your description, that cannot have occurred in any ordinary waters. A whale of that size and shape cannot usually be found in the waters of Tivat.
Immersed in primordial seawater?
Most people wouldn't be capable of entering in the first place. Yes? What is it?
Ah, right! We asked the Duke and he said it wasn't from underwater, so...
It turns out that I have just received a report about this particular matter. The source of the tremor was here on the surface near Poisson.
The water levels rose?
Fortunately, the water levels only rose for a short period of time. If the change in water levels is connected with the leaking primordial seawater,
Navia should be in Poisson, right?
I would also like to go there as soon as possible, but I'm afraid I can't leave just yet. I'll have to ask you two to go to Poisson first.
There's no time to lose! Let's get going!
Please be careful.
Oh no! What happened here? The way here!
What will I ever do now?
Look! There's someone on the roof over there!
Just stay put. We're coming up. Watch your balance.
All right.
My leg!
You're here.
We heard there was a situation in Poisson.
Yes. As you can see, the water...
Demoiselle! There was a wounded resident next to a building southeast of here. We've already transported him to safety, but
He's wounded? How badly?
he fell, so it's probably a broken leg. He's pretty shaken up. When the water level rose, he desperately climbed up to the roof. Once the water receded and he saw the ground,
He jumped down then. Find the leader of Squad 1 and tell him to take the wounded resident to see a doctor. He should know where to go.
understood.
All right, you'll be in charge. I'm sorry.
The situation in Poisson?
Right. A little earlier, we suddenly heard a loud noise. The rushing water seemed everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance to escape. Those who realized what was happening started to flee in a panic. Desperately, the Spina di Rosula initiated rescue operations as quickly as possible. But there have been a lot. The water that flooded the area no one knows if this could happen again.
How awful.
It was quite frightening indeed.
Is there any way we can help, Navia?
Thank you for being so willing to help in a moment of crisis like this.
Don't say that, Navia. That's what friends are for.
Demoiselle! We've got a situation here!
I'll be right there. Sorry, I need to go for now.
And off she goes.
Okay, the wounded are being tended to, and we finished a preliminary head count. Of course, we should remain ready for anything, and continue doing our best to rescue others. I'll be sure to have everyone at the Spina di Rose Traveler. Paimon?
Huh? Right now?
Thank you. Not a lot of people here, huh?
Well, given the time of day and the whole situation in Poisson,
Right. That's how things are now.
Navia? Navia, what's...
Sorry. I just... Malus and Silver. They won't ever come back here again. What should I do, Papa?
Huh? What happened to them?
Everyone agreed on the rescue plan, but they were helping evacuate the residents.
What should we do?
I've known them for so long. And I know they weren't afraid. But I could at least hold a funeral for my father. And I know where he rests. But as for Malus and Silver, they're just... gone.
Everything looks so clean after it rains. Even the gravestones. I didn't expect that you'd enjoy a glass of red wine in front of Master Callus's grave.
I can understand. Besides, the scenery here isn't half bad.
See, it's not just me.
How could Master ever be upset with you, Demoiselle? Yet the cemetery is the home of...
Buying yourself a plot in advance, are you?
No need yet. But when I do, I hope you'll let me be buried beside Master Callus, demoiselle.
Hey, stop joking around.
I'm quite serious.
That makes sense. In that case, could I be buried on his other side?
After all, besides you, demoiselle, the two of us could certainly be considered
Personally, I believe we fill those shoes just...
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? Seriously. But I'd really prefer not to talk about this stuff. And what do you mean by saving me a trip? I'd make the journey... I'd promise to let them rest in peace here. I'm sorry for letting you see me in a mess like this. I don't usually cry, really.
Paimon doesn't know how to help you feel better. But, well...
I had always thought I could make my wishes come true. But Malus and Silver have helped me so... I'm so sorry.
You can spend as much time as you need here, Navia. We'll stay with you.
By the way, you can have a look at this. It's...
Obena... So...
It's okay. The overall outcome indicates that the cost...
Right! Don't think that way, Navia. One person... Malus and Silver were not the price for saving anyone.
You're right. What you said just now was...
Oh!
Seems you've become more eloquent in the time since we last met.
The knave? What are you doing here?
Is everything going well on your side?
Yes, my people are carrying out the mission according to your request. All the residents of Poisson have been evacuated, and we're preparing to relocate them to higher ground. As for these supplies, we have everything taken care of.
Thank you very much.
Wait, do you two know each other?
We just met recently. Right, Miss Navia?
Usually, I would call this a... Thanks to the knave, Spina di Rosula received generous support from the Fatui, which allowed us to complete the rescue and evacuation work so quickly.
Mutual aid is essential to fostering positive developments. We were already in the area, in any case, so it was not... That said, I must say that...
I apologize. My subordinates have reported that Fatui soldiers have been observing...
This is nothing to brag about. As I've told this traveler before, lending your organization...
Without your help, there would have been many more casualties. I won't forget your kindness.
Furthermore, I sincerely regret what happened to Malus and Silver. I only wish that my people could have arrived a little earlier to prevent this from happening.
Don't say that. You, as Paimon said, Malus and Silver didn't choose to sacrifice themselves for any specific person. I've never liked hearing people put it that way. It's like trying to relieve pain by saying some noble-sounding words.
You're right. I'm sorry for your loss, Miss Navia. Water is life to Fontaine's people, and it also spells disaster.
So, you're one who will try to change fate, then?
Of course. That is why I'm going to Hotel Bouffe de Thé. I still have some things to take care of, and the children need my attention. By the way, traveler, Paimon, one more thing.
All right, then we'll just... Huh? This isn't right. Paimon thought you would ask us to walk with you for a moment so you could tell us something in private.
That is a clever and useful conversation technique, which I do like to use when necessary. But there's no need today. It would not hurt to have Miss Navia listening in. Traveler, I'm sure you remember that I said we could work together when we had the chance. You and I both know that there may be issues with the Primordial Sea. Previously, it was the Fortress of Meripede's sluice gate, and this... Indeed. Allow me to share the latest intel I've received from the House of the Hearth's intelligence net. During some recent investigations, judging by the dating of the ruins, they may be related to the prophecy and the coming crisis. The situation is becoming more urgent, so any pertinent information will prove extremely precious. My people initially came to prepare for ruin exploration.
So, That's why the Fatui were already in post.
I wanted to take the children along, but unfortunately, Linny told me that outside of the house, the person they trust most, which is why I want to give you this task. The House of the Hearth's members see each other as family, but Linny, Lynette, and Fremine said that they also see you as such, even though you are not from the house. I'm sure you already understand how earnest they consider their friendship with you to be.
Oh, that somehow makes Paimon feel kinda happy.
The intel I just shared about the ruins could fetch a high price. But since the children consider you family, it's only natural that I freely share it with you.
Got it! So all we gotta do is go to some ruins, right? Pfft, we can handle that.
Excuse me, but may I tag along?
You wish to join, Miss Navia?
But are you sure you're up to exploring some ruins? You need to rest.
Well, I'm sad, yes. But I can't just go back and plop myself into a chair by the roadside and do nothing. There's no point in being depressed while we still have a disaster on our hands. As my father's successor, I must live up to the hopes he had in me. Besides, I'm also doing this for myself. I need something, a distraction, to keep my mind off Malus and Silver.
Since you put it that way, I have no objections. All right? The ruins are to the south of Poisson.
Okay, the three of us will handle it.